Hey you guys, this is Sasha, and this is our 1 week post-baby update. I wanted to do this. I did one with Josiah and never posted it, and then I'm going to do every month for the first year, of course, and then we'll break into, half a year and go into every year when it comes to updates. But right now, baby boy is a little bit over 1 week old, and I'm sure you clicked on this video not to necessarily see me, but so you can see him. So let me go ahead and grab co-host number 2. So here is Kaleb. Kaleb is 1 week and 3 days, and he is a little guy, but I wanted to make sure you could show him. I could show him because I'm going to put him up on my shoulder because he's ready to go back to sleep. So first and foremost, you see co-host number 1 is in the back. He is eating his noodles for lunch. So if you hear him, I got to keep my boys around me. And then this little guy is pretty content. He just got done nursing. But I wanted to come up here and do a quick update on how everything is going in terms with us. So the first week was very difficult for me, as I expected, because I had a C-section or cesarean section. And it was my second one, and I am a little bit older than I was when I had Josiah. With Josiah, I was 28, and now I am 30, so I'm not really old, but this is my third pregnancy, and the older you get, the more it takes your body to heal. And even though I try to prepare as best as possible, I did experience more pain, and it was a little harder to adjust. So I stayed on my pain medication once I left the hospital for exactly 1 week, and then I decided to taper off. So I left the hospital on a Sunday, and I did not get my pain medication refilled on that Sunday. Like, I turned it in, but I was spacing out. I was thinking it was Monday, and the pharmacy had closed a half an hour before I got there. And so the first night I had no pain meds, and then we went and picked them up the following afternoon. I took them consistently, and then I felt like, because the pain medicine was ibuprofen, 600 milligrams, and Oxycontin, and I could take the Oxycontin every 4 hours, and I could take the ibuprofen every 8. Me personally, I just did not feel that I needed to keep taking it. I wanted to adjust to as needed, so I just stopped myself, and praise God, I am feeling much better. This is a little TMI. The bowel movement has been the hardest part of this first week. I was drinking my smoothies and fibers and greens and prune and apple juice mixtures, whatever I could do to get my bowels going and waking up, so to speak. I tried stool softeners and suppositories, and it is still a struggle getting my bowels cleaned out, and I can feel that I've been eating since the Saturday after I had him, so there's a lot going on in there. And I'm hoping for it to be able to come out soon so that I can feel better. As far as weight goes, we'll switch to a more pleasant subject. I am currently down to 268.2. So I'm down 7 pounds from my pregnancy weight. And in case you did not watch the labor and delivery vlog or story, he was born at 5 pounds 11 ounces, and so like I said, I know I'm still having swelling and irritation and things like that, because I did have I had staples, and I also had sutures. So I had both, but the sutures dissolved, and then the staples they took out a few days after I left the hospital. So they took it out that following Wednesday, and I had them that Friday. So hopefully that makes sense. It has not been too bad. He sleeps really good. Oh no. He sleeps really good. He just wants to be fed. He's fed like clockwork, so I feed him on demand. He is completely breastfed right now. I have pads in my bra. I had started pumping early. I'm going to continue to pump sooner just to build up my milk supply. I think right now I have like 45, 50 ounces of stored breast milk already in the freezer, and I haven't even been pumping for a week. But primarily I did that to create an oversupply and then let it wean off, which I'll talk about in a whole nother video. But the good thing is he does not appear to have a tongue tie at all. He's been nursing efficiently since he got on there. I had a little bit of difficulty because my mind had trouble with him being so small, like Josiah, just remembering nursing skills and which position, and I was very uncomfortable with the staples. I'm not gonna lie, it was uncomfortable getting in and out of bed, but I made myself push through. I made myself walk. I made myself keep going. And so I think there were moments where I kind of overdid it a little bit, but he seemed to adjust like the little champ that he is. He pretty much eats and sleeps. He's getting a little bit more alert. So let me see. I don't want people to be like, oh my God, his head's not supported. He's on my chest. But he's doing really good. Like, hopefully I'm zooming in. But he is doing extremely well at staying awake. He is little, so these are preemie socks and a preemie onesie. And the onesie is still a little bit big. His umbilical cord has not come off yet, but I predict that it's either going to be like tonight, tomorrow, or at the very latest Wednesday, because today that I'm filming it is a Monday. Just because it's like almost completely off. It did great, no infections or any of that, so that has been a blessing. Bowel movements, urination, he's been a pro at. He did get circumcised in the hospital. There we go. I wanted to make him more comfortable. So he did get circumcised in the hospital, and there was a little bit of bleeding that occurred the following days, as to be expected, but it's healing up very, very nicely, and I'm glad to do it when they're young, because I'd rather just get it over and done with. Some people don't agree with that, but I get my boy circumcised right there. And similar to Josiah, he took his first round of shots in the hospital, and he won't have to take them again until he is about 5 to 6 weeks old. And so he's got the slow vaccination approach, which his dad and I are in complete agreement on doing that. They just don't seem to have as many issues. He's got a slight little dimple going on. I wonder if you guys can see it, if I can. No, but he's got a slight little dimple going on, which is super cute. And him and Josiah have been doing really great. I'm going to try to insert some pictures over there. But, of course, follow me on Instagram, and you will see a lot of the pictures that I post. His Social Security card came in the mail, so now we're just waiting, and probably the end of this week I'll go down to the county city building and get a copy of his birth certificate so that we can establish bank accounts. That's one of the first things we do for our kids before they're even a month old, is make sure we have all their documentation, get them additional life insurance, and set them up with a banking account. Those are two separate things. If you want me to expound more on what we do to kind of set them up for savings before they even know what money or savings is, I can gladly make a separate video on that. I did have some swelling really bad in my legs and feet, but that has also gotten better. So again, I'm very grateful for that. So, sorry, my co-host got hungry. So, again, I am a breastfeeding mom. I do not feel bad about it. I tried to dress in layers and tops, and so he is eating because he's getting hungry. And I wanted to continue to film this video, but it has been some adjusting. It was hard for me not to be able to lift Josiah because I felt like he really needed us, especially when we came home, because he had been away from us, but we were able to adjust. We did do a couple of nights where we just let him sleep in the bed with us and didn't even transfer and start him off in his room. And the baby does co-sleep but not bed share. So with Josiah, we bed shared, and we pretty much kept him in the bed with us from the time he was born, which is why he's having such a struggle getting out. But we swaddle Kaleb and put him in his bassinet, and he's just next to us in the bed. Sometimes we'll just hold him to get him to go to sleep, and then we'll put him back in the bassinet. But he pretty much 90 90+% of the time, sleeps on his back by itself in the bassinet and does really, really well. And he does well in his swing in his room as well as a little bouncer. We just squat on him and he just takes a nap while we're doing things. So that's really nice. It allows me to be able to do what I need to do and do things with Josiah so that he knows that mommy and him have time, and then Caleb and I also have time, and then we all have time together. My husband does the same. So that has been pretty nice. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I'm forgetting that occurred this first week. My diet was really messy, so I was still glad to see some weight loss in there. I still have a tiny little bit of swelling, but not horrible. So now it's just getting somewhat better. Sorry if you hear the phone in the background. It's upstairs, and I'm just going to keep rolling, y'all. So that's pretty much it. If I've left anything out, please ask down below, and I'll be glad to include that in the 1 month update. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. And I'll leave whatever pictures or videos I've accumulated down below, as well as at the end of the video, as well as links to previous updates. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. I try to upload as consistently as possible, being a new mom yet again. And so I thank you for your patience and your time and joining me on this journey. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.